Hello and welcome to this week's Cari Connects. I am Psychic Medium Cari Muggs, and each week I pull a card out of a deck to let you know what's coming up for the week and the signs and symbols to watch for. And it's been kind of crazy because just collectively May was crazy, and it's just there's a lot of transformation going on, lots of new stuff going on, lots of new beginnings going on. So it's been kind of a lot of a big energetic craziness, but Mercury is out of retrograde and we are kind of in the shadow for the next 2 weeks, but it should be getting lots better. And watch for I will be posting about my retreat this week. You should get an email or first I put it in my Patreon for my Patreon people last week. And now if there's any room opening there, it will be on my social media or in my email list. So watch for that stuff. Okay, so this week, we're using the Oracle deck by Denise Linn called The Sacred Forest. I love this deck, and I'm doing Denise Linn because we are talking about past lives in my Patreon group this month, just because as a collective, there's just lots of stuff, and we got to let go of all that fear. So if there's anything in our past, including our past lives, we need to let that go. So Denise Linn writes a lot about past lives and the Akashic Records, so this is why we're using her deck this week. It's a beautiful deck. On the front of it is a horse, Pegasus with a girl riding it, and then all the different places in the forest that, so we're gonna just kind of see what happens. Okay, so we're gonna pick a card. I love it. When I look down, you guys get to see the top of my head. It's so awesome. Oh, okay. So this is so crazy. Spiritual Guardian of Winter Retreat. So this is kind of crazy because I swear this is the week I'm offering my retreat, but it has nothing to do with that. This actually means that we've been going through a lot, and Spirit's always been in the last couple of weeks been saying, now's the time, do it now. Something big's coming. There's a surprise coming. All this stuff. It just seems like it's go go go. This week is the week to rest. This week, the 1st of June, it's going to be the beginning of summer. It's a brand new season. It's a new beginning of things. So right before, there's a little bit of rest before the storm, right? Or a little quiet before the storm. So this is the week for you to retreat and for you to know that you're protected because you're the spirit guardian of winter. Know that you're protected, know that you're watched over, and it's okay to rest. It's okay. I know some of you out there think, okay, it's summertime, I got to have all these plans, I got to do all these things. And honestly, it's okay to do nothing sometimes. It's okay. It's okay to not take that big step. It's okay to just sit back and look at what you've accomplished and look at the things that you've done. So this week is about retreat, about relaxing, but just doing what you want to do, not what your neighbors want you to do, not what your kids want you to do. And I know that's hard sometimes. Not what your clients want you to do, not what your work wants you to do, not what your spouse wants you to do. This week is for doing what you want to do. And if one of those days is like absolutely doing nothing, then do it. Figure that out. Figure out how to do it. And it's okay. And if one of those days is just taking off for a small trip at a hotel overnight, then do it. Just retreat. Take care of yourself. It's okay. We've been doing go, go, go. May was hard. April was, at the end of April, we kind of stepped into who we knew we were. We were like, okay, we got this. We know who we are. And then May was like, do you really though? And it was like testing you. And I kind of talked about this on my in my spiritual message and Patreon. But so this week, it's okay to retreat. It's okay to rest and relax. And it doesn't mean you have to go anywhere. It doesn't mean you have to, you can just stay home and do absolutely nothing. And so, let's see the signs and symbols to watch for. Obviously, a snow in June is a little bit hard some places, except for if you live in Idaho. There's pine trees, a cabin, any type of snow globe, the setting, any type of setting of a cabin in a wintry space would work. The snow globe will work too, any type of snow globe. Back here in the very, very back is a moon. It's like a half moon. So I'm figuring that kind of means that it might be an orb because there's another one over here too. So any type of orbs or moons. This one looks like it's a full moon. This one looks like it's a half moon. So the moons this month or this week, wherever the moon's at, might kind of affect that. The numbers for this are 333 and 888 or 38. So if you see a 38, just know that Spirit's saying, hey, it's time to rest and relax. And 333 means that your spirit guides are with you. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, they're watching over you, they're protecting you, they're being your guardians. 888 is abundance, and that doesn't mean just money. You can have abundance in anything. You can have abundance in joy. You can have abundance in relaxation. You can have abundance of any one type of thing. So don't just think it's all materialistic or material wise. Snow is a big one. Snow globes and snow, which is so crazy because it's the beginning of summer. So it's kind of a funny thing. Forest and trees would be a good one. So this is the week where you get to kind of relax, just relax, do your thing, do what you want to do. It's been a long, hard month. It's been very roller coastery. It's been very up and down, which is a roller coaster. So just know that it's okay to do nothing. A lot of times we feel guilt around doing nothing. A lot of times we feel like we're lazy or we feel like we need to go, go, go. That's just been the mentality around our culture. And it's not always the case. In fact, it's rarely the case. The whole, culture of go, go, go and all that is sometimes, not sometimes, a lot of times is the hustle culture is just, sometimes you just got to let your oars go and you got to just float down the river. And I think that just relaxing, honestly, sometimes makes you a better person. So I just know sometimes I get super overwhelmed or I get super overextended, and just that week off last week made it so I came back refreshed and renewed. And I went to Disneyland for part of it, but part of that I did absolutely nothing. So sometimes these are like a week behind for me, and some people it's the same thing. So if you actually did nothing last week, it's the Spirit saying that's okay. They're validating that that's fine. And so when I say watch for the signs, when you see these signs, that means Spirit's watching over you. Your ancestors are watching over you. You're going in the right direction. You're doing the right thing. You don't need validation from Spirit, but sometimes it's nice to know that you're not alone and your spiritual team is always with you. And so sometimes it's nice to know that they're there. And so when you see these signs, they're just saying, hey, we're here with you and we're watching over you. And if you want to rest and take a break, it's okay. You have our permission. Even though you don't need it, we're here to let you know that. And sometimes you just go, go, go. If you're like me, you just go, go, go. And then Spirit will show you a sign and be like, hey, remember that card that said you need to take a break and rest? You need to do it. So just watch for that. Wherever you're at, if Spirit is going to get your attention, especially in threes. If you see a cabin 3 times or you see a cabin and then a snow globe, then Spirit's trying to get your attention. So hopefully that helps. I love you guys. It is a big break, a big breath, and because there's new things coming and we get to take a little bit of break in between. So I feel like there's big things coming, big collective things coming, big things for us. So take this break, take this time to just kind of take a deep breath. Okay? Recharge, reset, revive, and it'll be awesome.